I became an accidental activist because of my art and the platform that I get. Even though you are telling your own individual story, there's always the communal story behind it too. As a Tibetan, when you share your story, you can't hide away from where I came from. And then all the story of the past come rushing in front. I was a toddler when I first came out of Tibet. That was the time when the Cultural Revolution was happening. So much of Tibet was going through a huge change. Many Tibetans were coming out into exile. My dad passed away in Nepal after coming out of Tibet. So my mum had 9 kids and 4 passed away along those times. Mum sent all the kids to India, to Tibetan Children's Village School. A very vivid memory of going into India, being on a train platform, standing with 20 other little kids. There was like a really long thing coming towards you. I thought, wow, what a long moving house. It's been 59 years since Dalai Lama and the elder Tibetans who came out initially. They are still looking to go back home. And some have passed away in that hope. One thing that sticks in my mind about my mom is she would get up 4 a.m. and start the day with the chant. And then my dad was very good at flute. As a child, I would hear him, even though I didn't spend much time with him. At times when I play flute, I try to bring him in front of me, but it always ends up being faceless person. Music doesn't have a particular melody. Any sound is a melody, or any sound is music. Basically, my main instrument is my voice. The lingbu, the flute, or the drungen, the string instrument. All those instruments complements the voice. Because my parents were Tibetan nomads, I find affinity with the Tibetan music, especially with the nomadic tradition. I'm very comfortable in Australia. My rights are secured. But then those who are left in Tibet, their freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of religion, they are all clamped down. If you look at the present situation of Tibet, there have been more than 150 self-immolations. Not by the elders who actually faced the Cultural Revolution. Actually, the youngsters who are living now. Most of them were Tibetan nomads university-going students, farmers, all different walks of life. The activists that are awakening are youngsters who have never even experienced the wrath of cultural revolution. It was 2008. The Olympics was on in China, and whole Tibet was going through a lot of uprisings. The clampdown by the Chinese regime was so bad. The diaspora of Tibetans all around the globe were feeling, what can you do? What can a single person do? So I had the same urge. I wanted to do something and tell the Tibetan story, but without having to go on the streets through my artistic approach. I wanted to do something positive and celebrate what Tibet has to offer, what the world can benefit from that knowledge. That's when I thought, okay, I've lived in Australia long enough. I have friends in the art circle. So that's when I pulled together my own little strength and put the festival on. It was a tiny little festival initially. When you think about art, sometimes you only think of music, dance, paintings, but actually the art of writing, storytelling, art of sharing the emotional ups and downs that a person has gone through. That's what we exiled Tibetan communities, with the support of wider world, want to restore that. The leaders of the Chinese regime might think, oh, slowly Tibet's story will die away. It's not. They hope for that, but it's not going to die away. It's well and truly kept alive.